Hey chat, welcome. And happy Beetlejuice Rusty Cock Day.
Nice fucking model!
So you know what that means.
Nice fucking model! Nice fucking model!
Do the thing we do every Beetlejuice
Nice
Rusty
fucking
Cock Day.
model!
And you will have a rusty time. Rusty, crusty, and wise. Vinny, did you know Pac-Man was originally called Puck-Man, but they changed it because they were worried people would change the P to an F? Yes, I'm aware of that. Well, we will be we'll be playing Fuckman tonight. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Yes, Doug Bowser is no longer or he won't be the president of Nintendo America anymore. And, I just learned about that a minute ago, so I don't really have much to say right now about it. But that was quick. That was definitely quick. There, you know, the word on the street is that John Mario is next in line to be the next president of Nintendo of America. And also Luigi oh, no, probably not that guy. So yeah, it should be a really fun thing to see what happens with Nintendo. One thing's for sure, prices are going to go up, up, and up. You know, chat, apparently the Xbox ROG Ally thing has been announced. They announced the price. It's funny because, yes, the Switch 2 is $450. It's not that cheap compared to previous Nintendo stuff. And clearly, you know, the market has been dog shit. But man, they revealed the price of that ROG Ally and ROG Ally X. $600, and then the X is $1,000. I don't know what that is. Like, I have the regular ROG Ally X that isn't Xbox. But, you know, it's good. It's good. I don't know if it's $1,000 good, so I don't know what the specs are going to be like. I might actually end up learning at a future date, but today is not that date. So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it, other than that is an insane, ludicrous price. And look, the Steam Deck, there's refurbished models that go for less than $400 at the moment. The Switch 2 is still a decently powerful system and has a number of different functionalities. That's a crazy price. So the $600 maybe is worth it to some people, but I don't know what the hell is happening with Microsoft. Again, I know all about the tariffs and everything, of course. You know, clearly Sony went up, Nintendo went up, but that's a big one. That's a big price. In other news with Microsoft, Costco has announced they will no longer be carrying Xbox hardware. And that does not sound good. That does not bode well. That really doesn't bode well. Tariffs are an excuse to price hike, says a chat member. Well, we'll talk about that for a quick second, but yeah, the Costco announcement, I'm not sure what's going on with Microsoft, but they're doing this campaign where everything is an Xbox now. That's their kind of panic announcement kind of thing that they've been saying. And again, I've had an Xbox 360. I've had the other one, whatever it was. They're fine. You know, there's some good games on that stuff. So I don't really like seeing less competition because that also means more shenanigans. But it is, they shot themselves in the foot with that one E3. And I don't think they've been able to regain any of that footing. I think genuinely the worst thing they could have done was announce that, you know, that they were going to make owning used games illegal or something. You know, it just, none of it was good. And then Sony was like, here, you can just give a game to your friend. And it was like less than a minute long video. It was like, what, 10 seconds? And I really feel like that was the moment that this happened. As for the handheld, I don't know if people are going to shell out for that. And yeah, I mean, when the pandemic shit was going on at its worst, there were prices that were increased and stayed increased. And that's one of those things where, like, the fast food companies got in some shit because suddenly the affordable, cheap alternative isn't really affordable, cheap anymore. And now they have to do all these deals to bring people back. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think there is genuinely, it's harder to import electronics, and they're passing the price to the consumer. I'm not an economics major, I'm a dumbass, but this is my assumption. And then the other part of it is, they don't want to make a loss. These multi-billion-dollar companies don't want to take a loss on a console. So, but I don't even know what games, like, I've watched showcases with Microsoft, and there's really nothing exciting happening. So, Vinny, I was able to find Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering cards at MSRP, The World is Healing. Where was that? Tell me about that. But anyway, I wanted to show you something here that was kind of funny. Which is, take a look at this Deus Ex remaster. Wow. Chat, genuinely though, looking closer at the Deus Ex remaster screenshots, there's a spelling mistake. Strategies. So glad Aspire got this and not Night Dive. Look. There's some side-by-sides, which I didn't get a chance to see in any great detail. Now, when you look at the original, you know, from 25 years ago, yeah, it looks weird. Yeah, that dude's hands are weird. But the guy on the right, first of all, the art style is completely different. If you could even call that an art style. He just looks plastic. Speaking of plastic, looks like an early Xbox game. Yeah, kinda. There's the strategies image again. I mean, yeah, it's looking pretty rough. And then this was a screenshot that was going around. Jeff, you posted this too. This is like, just play Final Fantasy VII like this. You know, why not? It looks like Doom 3. Yeah, it kind of does. Well, I know in the Tomb Raider version, they did a Tomb Raider HD edition or whatever, like a remaster, and you could turn the graphics back to the original. But genuinely, I think, yeah, they didn't really do a great job here. And also, the lighting apparently was baked versus now it's dynamic, of course. So you lose even a little bit more of that. It's like very harsh. Look at that lighting. It's so incredibly harsh here. You know what that makes me want to say, chat?
Nice fucking model!
It truly is a Beetlejuice Rusty Cock Day miracle. We're gonna play Pac-Man tonight. I can't say this dude's name. I almost called him Fuckman earlier. Jeez. And then I'm also gonna play Silent Hill. Okay, 1 second here. Will Megabonk pre-record you mentioned be going up soon? Probably Saturday. They also did a patch for Megabonk today. I'll talk about that a little bit during Pac-Man.